Just roll the intro music. All right, everyone, welcome to a very special of Dice and Dins presents A Fistful of Dice presents a very happy wedding story. One among us recently got married, so this is a special one-off of our spin-off show celebrating Joshua's nuptials. Woo! So congratulations. Whee!
Thank you.
And because it's a one-off, we are doing all new characters. So for those of you who are listening to continue their exploits of Frank and Clem, Bartholomew, and Allie, stay tuned for the next session. But for now, allow me to introduce. We'll start in Boise.
Okay. I'm Kimberly, and I'm playing Athena.
Who is Athena?
How much do you want me to tell you about Athena?
Let's give us the
However
basics.
much
All right.
we would know.
All right.
of somebody who knows
Athena
you.
is a nondescript, sort of average-looking, female-shaped person who dresses all in black, has a really big gun, and won't talk to you unless she has to.
I am Leroy Silverfish Jenkins. He's an old codger who is an unsuccessful prospector in the mountains, and thus he sells various organic items off of himself to Harry's character.
No, not me.
Oh no, sorry, Josh's character.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the gambler, so I probably grift you out of all your hard-earned
Gold nuggets.
prospected. I'm Miranda Slick Cedric. I'm a gambler, and I'm the half-sister of Josh's character.
And that would be Leopold Horatio Augustus. Also, by the way, I am the wedding boy, and
Good old wedding boy.
We're gonna comb that for
I
now.
almost hesitated to tell our listeners because I know it's going to put a big dent in that, in our listener group
it's
that
true.
has a big crush on Clem. Sorry, he's taken now. So, yeah.
Clem
Married ain't married.
Clem gave himself away to the rest of the group, okay?
Clem was married, but I am taken. Sorry, listeners out there, pining over this sweet voice.
I
Yes.
personally am heartbroken. I cried.
I know,
Like
I
that
know.
night.
It's hard news for some, good news for this guy. Yes, Leopold is a mad scientist, half sister to Miranda, or I mean half brother. Jesus. Who knows? Who knows? With all of the science he gets into, he's very curious, very methodical, and ready to do some role playing.
Nice. All right. We ready?
Sure.
Yarp.
Okay. You wake up.
Oh, thank God I did it again.
Amy,
Wait.
you take a swig out of your jug
I made it another
So-
night.
with X's all over it.
So you all wake up incredibly hungover.
Not surprising.
Are we okay?
And
Are we in like individual
You're
places?
all in the same room
Okay.
Oh,
together.
jeez.
Same bedroom
Did
together.
we intend on this, or are we like draped over?
Do I, like, if I wake up and I'm hungover, am I in a strange place with a bunch of randos?
Usually, but not today.
You're in a strange place with apparently a bunch of people you already know.
Oh, okay.
So you're in a seedy part of town in a quote unquote dance hall upstairs in a bedroom. Including you four, there is also two, shall we call them ladies of the night, still passed out. A busboy who's missing his hat, and a monkey.
Okay.
Who's also missing his hat.
Oh, that poor guy.
Pants. How much do I know or remember about why I'm where I am? Like, am I...
Roll
Yeah.
a cognition.
I just say, oh Lord, Miranda, what have you gotten us into this time?
7.
7. You remember that at some point yesterday, you vaguely remember hearing somebody was getting married, and there was going to be a party.
So I'm not here on any sort of official business. I'm here for pleasure.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember much nothing about what happened. I don't remember the ladies. Do I remember the monkey? I don't.
I get up and I'm just kind of rubbing.
I'm
my
gonna.
head
I'm
a little
gonna.
bit.
Eric, can you hand me my dice?
I ain't never seen a monkey before.
I think they're still in our bag.
I don't have to do everything.
So I'm going to roll cognition, like you said, but I do want to be clear that I have bad ears, and so I get a -2 to my cognition roll, of which I have a 1d8.
You guys, I'm out of Long Island iced tea.
There might be another one out there.
There might be a couple if you want to go turn around.
I'm gonna go take a look.
Okay, I have 1d8.
Question.
I don't think.
So 0. My cognition was 0.
That sounds about right.
So
What does ailing
not
mean?
only do you not remember the monkey, you are having trouble remembering your own name. You're that.
Well, I mean specifically in game. It says -5 ailing. What does that mean, Jeff?
Let me look it up. It's a hindrance.
It's my hindrance. Oh, this is me. This is
What was it, Ari? Negative what?
-5.
You've got a chronic illness and might kill your character at any time.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm rubbing my temples, and I'm like, fortunately, I do have a cure for this, and I
No.
take out a little leather pouch and pour a liquid into it, and just take a big.
So,
And I look at the monkey. I'm like, Emperor Tamarin, Kingdom Animalia, Phylum Cordata.
I got a cure for it too. And I
And
take
my
a big
pupils are
swig
just
from my jug
huge.
that has XXX on it.
yeah.
I'm like, oh yep, that's stuff. That's right there. That's
No.
how I like it.
I know.
I gotta ask, was that beverage like cocaine in suspension?
Probably.
About.
That's about
Yeah, okay.
the time period. No, but what does ailing mean? What does the -5 mean? Does it do anything to me?
Oh, it's a hindrance. It's a
Yeah.
5-point hindrance.
But what do I
So
subtract
between
it?
your Aelin and your Death Wish, that got you 10 points of hindrances that let you take your edges. De Niro,
Yeah.
Keen, and Purdy.
You are on death's door right now.
Yeah.
So, if you go bust, you must also make a vigor roll.
Ooh. Go bust like 0 wind.
Something like whatever go bust means. You could potentially.
Fortunately, I know about her condition that I have nicknamed midichlorians.
Alright, I found my picture for me, you guys. Apparently she, like, dresses fancy.
Oh, wow.
Right? And since we already have a woman who's dressed all in black, I dress in bright colors.
Okay. Okay. Well.
What? Cognition? Is that what we're rolling?
If you want to try to remember something.
I do. I always want to remember things.
Were sunglasses a thing?
Yes.
I'm
Or
wearing...
like pince-nez.
Oh, I'm totally wearing black pince-nez.
Yes. Woman, you gotta pick one, okay?
Sorry.
Our little one-eyed Dee Dee.
Oh, no.
I got a 5. I don't think...
5?
Yeah, I'm not remembering much either.
Yeah, you remember vaguely leaving the party and coming upstairs.
I got a 7.
Ooh.
So you remember that someone at the party had the capuchin monkey.
Is this the hangover?
Yeah. Do we know who's married?
I don't really know anyone. I'm Sliverfish. I got stick, leopard, and attack. Tika? Atika.
Huh?
I don't know who anyone is.
I pat him gently on the
Just a quick question. So, is it a capuchin and Leopold just was like reciting BS about a different monkey species?
I've decided just now it's a capuchin monkey.
Okay.
So you can be correct. Leopold can be correct in his guess.
I did some quick Wikipedia search in there to get those terms out there. So,
and yes, it is inspired by a certain movie, but it is not going to follow the same
all by
plot.
itself. It's completely.
It is a standalone event that just sounds awfully familiar.
With more.
Starts off awfully
How are
familiar.
the ladies and the busboy? Are they
I'm
awake?
gonna check.
We
I'm
keep
gonna check their
jokers, yes.
pulses.
So when you go to check the pulse of one of the prostitutes, she kind of rolls her shoulders a little bit. They're both very definitely alive.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank God.
I can't go to jail for this again.
Hey Jeff. Hey Jeff.
Yes.
Do I have any cool gadgets?
Can she have a shoe
you
knife?
want-
Or like, yeah, just like cool stuff.
Oh, well, yes, most agency people do have.
What are you doing,
No,
David?
so you just you have a lead pipe. You smack everyone on the head. And they forget everything.
It's my forget-me pipe.
I don't flashy thing you. I wacky thing you.
Yeah, the flashes are all the stars and birds.
Ready for my shot, Raoul.
Picked a spot, you weird cat.
For those of you who did not follow the drama on Twitter, someone shot our poor little Dee Dee's eyeball out
Oh,
with a pellet gun.
that's so sad.
It is.
So she's not allowed outside anymore, and we had to build her a catio.
And so we've got 2 little dice rollers, and she keeps laying in one, and then getting up and laying in the other one, and then getting up and laying in the first one.
Restless cat syndrome.
It's been there. I go and I kick the busboy.
The
Hey,
busboy.
Hey, you, hey,
Where's your hat?
Like,
What? Who are? Where
He needs to
am
chew
I?
some mint.
and I'm asking the questions around here. Who
I,
are you? Where are we?
Are we gonna
I
need
give
a
him a
try?
big ol'.
I come over there and I set my hand on his shoulder, and what my esteemed colleague is trying to say is, where are we? And what happened?
I put the bag of what I was huffing like right in his face. He gets some fumes.
Why you always got me? Why is every one of your characters got me shoving stuff in people's faces?
Yeah, there's a theme there. I don't know what it is.
I'm just going to assume at this point that what you were shoving under his face is just straight up cocaine. Just
Yeah, something to those effects.
It's ghost cocaine, okay?
Ghost cane.
ghost cane.
Cocaine.
So he takes a big snort inadvertently and shakes his head as his eyes super dilate, and he goes, "Whoa, okay, I'm Frank."
I'm starting to grind my teeth with how slow he's going.
I'm Frank Babbage, and I am a busboy at the Grand Hotel in... Wait, this isn't the Grand Hotel. How did I get
It's not
here?
very grand, that's for sure. I'm stating grander. She looks over at, what is her name?
Athena.
Athena. Trying to, like, I don't know.
I want to go and look out the window.
Ingratiate herself?
I want to look out the window.
Is there any sort of like Baby Bjorn around or anything?
Baby Bjorn.
None of us want to carry you around.
Nah, I need some for the monkey.
Oh.
I fashion a makeshift Baby Bjorn like object from scraps of
Pillowcases.
stuff around the room.
Scraps of pillowcases.
And I put the monkey in there. I'm like, your name is Philp.
Philp?
Philp.
And it's, there's no I there.
No I.
I want to use my tinkering to put a needlessly complicated feature on this monkey Baby Bjorn.
Okay.
I'm sure it's not needless.
I'm sure you'll find a need.
Yeah, maybe some springs. Give it some suspension, you know?
The way it bounces better, you know. It's
Yeah.
important. It'll help the monkey sleep.
God.
Oh, damn. Hold on. That'd be 17.
All right. Added to my equipment. Spring loaded monkey Bjorn.
So is
I'm
this...
talking, I don't know, Jeff, you're a marshal, but with that kind of role, I'm thinking Pecos Bill, like if that monkey gets too many bumps, he's getting shot to the moon.
I'll allow it.
All right.
So
I'm going to make a note of that.
Is this a small hotel room? Is this a fancy hotel room?
Yeah, is this like marble floor, Mike Tyson style?
Are we in a suite or are we in a dingy motel?
Yeah. Were we
You-
like stacked
you
on top
are-
of each other when we woke up?
You're in a saloon hotel room. We're talking the fact that 7 of you are in this room means there's very little space to navigate. There's one bed, and a silverfish, and well, we know that the 2 dancing girls, saloon girls, were in the bed.
How dressed are they?
They're mostly dressed.
I look around for the rest of their clothes, and I kind of like kind of scoop it up, and I walk over, and I'm like, you're there, so you want to get a little bit more like I'm more comfortable.
Jesus. Are you just the character from the Water Point? I'd like to see homeboys naked.
I'm more like the old man from Hot Fuzz.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
okay. I gotcha.
I think he does
Perfect.
for this
Okay.
He does for this one. Feline!
He says sea mines.
Oh, God.
I looked out the window. Did I see anything?
You see.
Sorry to interrupt. Also, so I did crack a beer on Mike without muting it. And I tried to do it subtly, but might have sounded like a wet fart. And I just want our listeners to know it was a beer.
I am not going to find that part when I edit, and I'm going to edit in the loudest, wettest part. No one will believe
I know
it.
I'm getting older, but I can, it was the beer can.
It might sound
Like just a hissy, wet noise
we're all
that
just
was
silent. And
me
he's
trying
like,
to be subtle.
that might have sounded like a big wet fart. But now that I'm married, I don't make big wet farts.
Married boys don't do that.
Or maybe they do it more.
Yeah.
Does it seem like it's more or less fair?
Well, he's already got him. He's already got her trapped, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so.
Game over, man. Game over.
Sorry, Jim.
Oh no.
Anyway, what'd you see out the window?
What's outside?
A maze of clockwork and machinery and manufacturing, and wherever you are, it's a dirty, grimy, filthy place.
Does it look at all familiar, or just like this is just a weird place I've never been?
Well, you instantly recognize the steel sky of the junkyard.
The junkyard.
Dun dun dun.
Dun.
So wait, who was it that remembered marriage? A wedding? Was it you?
Yes.
Did you tell us that?
Yes.
Okay, well, I go, why don't we all look at our fingers? We all
look at our fingers.
looking for rings.
No, just.
I pull off my gloves. No?
Let's see.
I like that I'm looking at my fingers. I can't pretend.
There's 4 of you. Count off 1 to 4.
1.
1. Oh, 2.
3.
4.
3. Who was 3?
I don't remember.
It was good old Silverfin.
You've got a cheaply made wedding ring on.
Guys, I'm wife.
He does for this one.
I would like to use. Let's see here. Isn't there like a scrutinizing?
Oh yeah.
Something like that. I want to see.
Scrutinize,
Yeah.
too.
Okay. I have scrutinized.
40-10.
I want to I grab Leroy's hand and a little magnifying glass kind of thing. One of the little what jewelers use?
Loop.
A loop.
Yeah. I grab one of. I just assume I have a bunch of useless little gadgets.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a
They're useful.
scrutinizing to see, try to tell the value or material of this ring.
That's
a 7.
It is a low quality band. It's gold, but probably gold plated.
Oh, I found my gold.
Well, Leroy, my old boy, it does seem that you have been hitched, and unfortunately, from my judge, a hollow fortune here. Looks to be like you have a pinch of gold on the outside and a bunch of lead on the center.
That's pretty good for me.
Yeah, indeed. It's a step
check,
up, isn't it, old boy?
Nah, I checked the ladies' hands.
You should check the
The-
monkey too.
And then the bus boy.
The
Wait, are we in Salt Lake? It wouldn't be the bus boy then.
hey, this is we can make this game whatever we want.
It's true.
Uh,
Alternate history.
yes. Do you
It'd still
want
be
it to be the best
Deseret.
boy, Dan, or do you want it to be the brunette? in the
I'm gonna
purple
let you
dress?
decide who it is.
All right.
Roll a d4. We got two ladies, a
It
monkey,
is
and a
the-
boy.
This says, "Love you
It's the
always,
monkey.
Clem."
No.
Who's Clem?
It's the brunette in the purple dress who has yet to wake up, but
Oh.
she is also wearing a wedding band that the casual observer would say they're probably a matching set.
Aww.
I've got the monkey on me now, by the way, but I lean over and say, "Hey," and I kind of poke her head a little bit. Hey.
Right in the forehead.
Hey,
What? Yeah.
you're me a hitch now.
What?
I hold up my hand and hold up her hand. You're me a hitch now.
Remember sandwich.
Murmur.
You better watch it. There's a bunch of women in this.
Yeah.
And I've got a really cool
You
gun.
reek of moonshine. God Almighty!
That's
Who
all
are
we.
you?
Gotta know he's a cricket.
My name is Sliverfish, and I'm her husband.
And I would like to retcon my cocaine thing because I was thinking more something along the lines of. So
to
I'm
retcon my
again
cocaine.
using Wikipedia for a lot of my character's knowledge, but something along the lines of quote unquote poppers, a slang term
Yeah.
given broadly to drugs of the chemical class. And I'm just like, I have my little leather bag. I put a couple more drops in there. I'm like, here, a cure, and put it in her face as well.
Okay, so she snorts up a bunch of poppers.
We're hitched. This is this Phil.
Okay.
And I point to the monkey.
I don't recall getting married. What?
Sure.
And who are
I-
you with the bag?
Leopold
bag?
Horatio Augustus, at your service. Would you like another? And then I just huff another one.
There's a reason
I'd
why he's a
appreciate-
mad scientist.
He's just
I'd
upset.
appreciate it if you got me sober.
Oh. So you're,
And I just shake the bag a little bit like a, eh?
I say, no, I want to consummate.
Are you sure you want to be sober?
Oh, what did I get into? And she elbows the other one. Becky, Becky, wake up. I think I got married. I don't know how.
What's your name?
My name?
That's really sad.
It's Jenny.
Oh, Jenner Jenkins is a terrible name.
Well,
Good alliteration, though.
no, my name is Jenny Hugate.
I hold up our hands.
Jenny
Uh,
Jenkins is definitely a
Jen-
step up.
Jenkins.
I get a big ass grin on my face. Well, it seems Leroy has a step up and Jenny has a step down. We all meet somewhere in the middle, don't we?
Oh, well. Do you want to ride back to our house?
You're awfully calm about this, Leroy.
Well, it's been a while.
She starts crying.
Oh.
I got a buckboard of mules. And I got a claim out in the mountains. I mean, I ain't rich, but I am soon.
Leroy, you found about a pound of dirty quartz, and maybe a couple handfuls of gold, fool's gold that you lost to me in a game of cards. I don't think she wants to go through with this marriage.
Well, I think if there's two of us, we have twice the chance of getting all that.
Seeing tears, I just get very unsympathetic and turn immediately to Athena, away from the tears.
And
Athena,
it's not that Silverfish isn't empathetic. He's just
Pragmatic.
been
He's
on
old,
his own
yeah.
for
I thought you were
so.
gonna say pregnant, and I was like, wait, what?
Why do you think that's what they got married so quickly?
I carry him around like seahorses.
It's just been so long. He's not had a personal connection with anyone. He doesn't know how to act. He thinks by saying these things he's helping because this is his life. I have a dog. Does he have a dog?
Athena, could this be something of the paranormal sort, losing our memory? and you see a little bit of a glint in my eye. Excited, not quite fully understanding
It's really
maybe the effects of alcohol.
The only way for Leroy to nab himself a wife is for it to be paranormally
Wow.
influenced.
So I go over to Jenny
With your monkey.
with the monkey and I go, maybe we figure out what really happened last night. We might not be married.
Maybe you just robbed a jewelry store together.
Okay.
Might not. We can always find out. I want to make sure we do it right. I'm a old school kind of guy, you know. I don't want to do things wrong.
You don't want to do 7 breads for 7 brothers?
The combination of Jenny's tears and Leroy trying to be sympathetic or in some way empathetic starts to churn my guts from the hangover more, and I step out the door. I'm tired of being in this small cramped room.
Okay. So
Slick pats Jenny on the head and says, "Oh, I'm sure most of those tears have to do with the cocaine."
You're all terrible people.
what is a wedding bachelor night without hookers and blow?
Right, exactly.
So
that was in my vows.
Thanks for listening to this very special OD&D Presents A Fistful of Dice. With this liquor, I thee wed. As we said in the beginning, we decided to play this special wedding-based Deadlands one-off in lieu of there not being a wedding. So congrats to Josh on his marriage, and we all wish him the best. OD&D Presents is a sister podcast to Of Dice and Dens, which you can find on Twitter at ODNDpod, on Facebook at ODND Podcast, or visit the website at odndpodcast.com, where you can find a link to our YouTube channel, because we aren't special enough to have a custom name. OD&D Presents is part of the StolenDress.com podcast network, where you can find our primary podcast Of Dice and Dens, as well as other shows such as What's With You, Scooby-Doo, Comedy on Vinyl, the Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour podcast, Hosts with Their Own Picard, the Professional Blur podcast, and many more. Now, let's get back to this crazy story.
So when Augustus walks out, he notices that you are still in what appears to be the second floor of a dance hall. You're now standing on a balcony looking out over the mostly empty this time of day lower floor. The lower floor has a bar and a wide open area for dancing, and a grand staircase that leads up to a second and eventually third floors, which are just rooms.
Do I see Philp's hat anywhere?
A monkey-sized hat.
It's up. It was the bellboy's hat, not Phelps.
Well, I'm sure Philp had one too.
Wait,
Should
is
I do
the
a
monkey's
search-in?
name Philp?
That's what
His name is not Philip.
No,
Philp.
the monkey is
Philp.
Philp.
Phillp.
Keep up, Jeff.
Yeah, keep up.
Yeah. Who's telling the story here, Jeff?
I just set the scene and then try to make sure you
I'm
guys
gonna
don't kill
foreign
yourself.
search in. I'm gonna look for Philp's hat,
Or something that could be used as a hat.
or some. If I find the bellboy's hat, I'm giving it to Philp too. Just to-
Okay.
6.
Was
You
that a
fi-
search-in?
That was a 6 of searching for Philp. A hat for Philp.
You don't find a monkey hat per se, but you
Okay.
do find a miniature teapot with a handle that would make an excellent chin strap.
Oh,
All
cute.
right, that's what I do then. I do the thing.
Philip
Is
is
that-
out wearing a teapot on his head.
Is that...
Yay, Phil.
So I'm not making this mistake again. Is that F-I-L-P or P-H?
Phillp. Philp.
Okay. Perfect.
Don't know why that's so confusing for everyone.
Is Jenny and her pal stepping out with us?
Yeah, I step out once I
Uh,
find Philp's hat.
Jenny and Becky.
Becky.
They Becky takes a little bit longer to rise.
Left for Nutter.
In fact, you only checked Jenny's pulse, and as you go to shake her, she isn't waking up.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
snap. Maybe that's why she was crying.
Is that why, Becky, is that why
Who's
Jenny was
checking
crying?
her? Because I stepped out.
I did too with Philp and his teapot hat.
I take out a little vial of smelling salts from my bustier and hold it underneath her
Mhm.
nose. Nothing?
Nothing.
So she's not waking up, but does she have a pulse and shit?
You
Becky
checked?
does not have a pulse. No.
Oh.
So she's
I
dead.
sense something going on in the other room, and I go, are we sniffing things? And I fill up my bag again and just...
I guarantee my smelling salts would knock you on your
And I
ass.
look over at her like...
I check
I look
her
over at
pulse
Becky
and-
like, oh, don't worry about Pulse. She's dead.
You could have told us before you left the damn
Just-
room.
My pupils get big. It's kind of like the Sherlock Holmes moment where he
Oh,
like
no.
predicts movements and stuff. I just get a little extra insight there.
Oh no, he's gonna take her heart or something.
Does she examining the body without moving it too much? Is there any indication of what might have killed her?
Without moving the body?
Like,
Can I scrutinize?
I
She's
want
trying
Sure.
to examine without touching if there's any like wounds in her neck.
Yeah,
or-
I don't want to like
There's
Blood.
disturb a crime scene.
They don't
I-
really do back then. Though. It wasn't
not
until
a-
like the
Okay,
30s.
fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
I'm
examine
like-
the body with my rough
Yeah.
hands, and I'm
Yeah.
going to like
Back in
turn
the day,
around.
they would just go, gross.
Don't worry.
Draw a chalk outline so we knew where the body was.
Just
I'm letting
smack
you
him on the
guys do
head
your
with
checks.
Forget me stick.
I mean, I'm a member of a clandestine government agency. It's not like
You know how to get away with things.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, I'm
got an
gloving
8
up with
on
huge
scrutinize.
pupils.
Loving up with these people.
I'm going to go ahead and examine the body and see if I can determine what caused it to die.
I'm going downstairs to the bar.
You should take your bride with you.
So is that
It sounds like you guys are busy with her.
No, that we're busy with Becky.
Yeah.
You need to take Jenny.
Did
so
Jenny
she
come out of the
doesn't
room,
get
or is she
upset.
freaking out because
We're gonna
Becky's
push
dead?
her out of the room into the loving arms of her groom. Take her downstairs and sober her up.
Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah, Jeff, do it.
What do I roll to examine the body for cause of death?
Let's see.
Scrutinize?
Let me see what you have.
Strength. Punch those facts.
Medicine, science, animal wrangling.
Demolition.
Let's-
Blow those facts out of the water.
Did you just take the template out of the book?
Yeah.
Roll your scrutinize.
That's what I did. You got better than I did.
10.
10. So you think you see something under her, and you flip her over, and
You get your giant spatula.
and you see that her she has a her throat's been cut.
Oh.
We could have seen. Was
Oh,
she
man.
on her belly? What?
Was she,
Yes,
was she,
but-
she was
Oh.
laying face down?
How are we getting her to sniff all these things if she was?
But there is no blood.
He didn't say
Ew.
where her neck. Maybe she's cut in the back.
Ew.
He said throat.
Right, all the way through.
That's no.
That's not how throats work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm taking.
So she's got a big ol' gash in her throat, but no blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking Jenny to the
So
bar.
take her head and go, hello.
No.
And, like, I asked for a shot of whiskey and a glass of water.
Coffee.
I don't think they have coffee.
Or a
yet.
shot of
Did
water.
Jenny
a glass of
hear
whiskey.
me when I was
It's the
doing my
morning. They
little
have coffee.
Papa routine and recognizing a dead body when I see one?
I
And
heard it.
And I talked to the bartender. I'm like, do you recognize us?
The
You know who
bartender.
Do you know where I am?
You're Ken and Karen.
The bartender kind of looks you over and looks at Jenny and looks at you and looks at Jenny. And then this sudden realization comes over his face. He's like, oh yeah, you guys, you owe me like $10 for
Oh,
Those
that's
two-
on ours.
for those
That's a
two
lot of
bottles
money.
yeah, for those 2 bottles of whiskey you drank last night. Congratulations, by the way. That was a hell of a party. And to think what happened to that poor groom.
Me?
Well,
What?
no, don't.
What?
Well, I wasn't there, of course, but the way I understood it, you guys were having a wedding or came from a wedding over at the Grand Hotel there across
Yeah,
the
it's one-
street.
Or she's from a Grand Hotel, right? You're from a Grand Hotel?
No, it's the busboy. I'm not
Oh.
there, so I didn't say that.
Do you remember the Grand Hotel? I say to Jenny.
I don't remember anything.
All right. Okay, so come from Grand Hotel.
I want to puke on your shoes.
That feels aggressive. Needlessly.
She pukes on your shoes.
Aw. Sorry,
Oh, good.
Nancy.
You washed the mule shit off of him.
So
So,
then,
So wait, what about the groom? What were you saying about groom?
Oh, yeah. So I heard that there was a big to-do over at the hotel, and it was, I don't know, you and your friends came over sometime later and said something had happened at the wedding. Anyway, you were all pretty drunk, and I guess the two of you just took advantage of the situation, and, well, Mazel Tov.
I cheers with my whiskey shot and shoot it and like, oh, sorry. I just smacked a poor little kitten on the head. I point to Philp. I'm like, you reckon on him?
Yeah, you came in with the monkey, I think.
Yeah.
Name of my autobiography.
Was his name Philp?
Philip?
Philp.
Okay, sure. Philp, I guess works.
All
How are
right.
you doing, Philip?
Jesus.
He said it's good.
Oh, okay then. Well,
So I turn to Jenny and I say, I'm gonna check on the others. You stay here, drink more water. Want to have some? Do you have coffee?
yes,
Get coffee. She's got a headache.
okay, all right. Here you come. Here you go, little
All right.
lady, and he
And
reaches
then
behind.
I
and
head
pours
back
a-
upstairs to see what's going on.
Is there anything in my knowledge from my job? Do I recognize what might have been able to do this? What might cut a throat and drink all the blood, or
I walk in, I see what you have, and I go, Chupacabra?
I mean,
Roll your.
it's a little far north for those.
Knowledge. So you have a academia occult, don't you?
I have a cult. Yes.
Okay, roll it.
3D.
Yeah, I'm just going, this is fascinating. What could cause such a gash with a lack of
Hey.
blood?
Hey, don't chewing my wife.
5.
So, from your training, you know that it could be any number of things, but you've got it narrowed down to 3 things. 1, a chupacabra.
Oh, okay.
Chupacabra. I told you, Chupacabra. Right, Phil?
1 or 2, a vampire. 3,
Not the rush season 4.
you think it could be a werewolf, but the werewolves tend to like rip out the throat, not
Right.
cut it slightly.
So I'm kind of standing over the corpse with my arms folded and, stroking my chin a little and just sort of
Excuse me.
contemplating. Where... All I know is that it's like a junkyard. Like, do I know, like, what state I'm in?
Oh no,
Oh,
you're in
liberated.
the junkyard in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like...
Because Jeff is
Chupacabra-
setting illiterate. He only knows how to do one city,
Right.
apparently.
I have heard of Chupacabra coming this far north, but it's not...
I run the
terribly
train.
common. That's not... It could be a werewolf, but...
I look down at Philip. I'm
It's
like,
a little messy for a vampire.
you didn't do this, did you? Are you a Chupacabra?
I'm kind of leaning towards the chupa thingy.
Chupa thing, how about that?
Oh man,
What's that
classic
Mexican lizard?
reference. First off,
What's that? Hey Griff, what's that Mexican lizard? Eats all the goats. Or say Simmons. That would be the chupacabra, sir.
hey,
Chupa
great,
thing.
chupa thingy.
How about that? Got a ring to it.
Dang.
This has
Yeah,
been an episode of we've all watched way too much Red vs.
Man, the classic stuff is so good.
Mm.
I look at Athena kind of skeptically, like, really, I'm sure there was some device that could have taken this poor girl's life and stored her blood for very important science information.
Are you saying you took her blood?
And I just step over to Leroy and go, for example, and I pull out a syringe and just take a little bit of his blood as he stands there. I don't even know if he notices.
I stick my hand out because this is an exchange of currency for blood. Always.
I roll my eyes and give him $5.
That's halfway to getting your bar tab paid.
Now I'm
I've
down
actually got
to
58 bucks.
$4.95. Damn it!
You got 58. Good for you.
What?
I have 235.
Oh. Slick is sitting on a chair, leaning back on two legs, playing with her.
So I relay. I say, I talked to the dude downstairs, and he said we came from the Grand Hotel. We were at when. So then when they were over there, found what happened.
I feel like I accidentally smack Leroy with my hand. Not enough to do full on damage, but just a little smack as I raise my hand with one finger, going to the Grand Hotel.
I grab Frank by his scruff and say, take us to your work.
Okay. So Leroy and Frank are going to the hotel. Is everybody else going with?
Yes.
or-
I'm gonna examine the. Well, I've kind of learned all I can.
I think so.
I'm
I
gonna-
need to find out where we came from.
I'm
I
gonna
feel
grab
like-
a blanket off the bed and cover the body, and then go to the.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to use my scrounging skill to try to put together a costume that looks like Becky.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, she was only partially clothed. I'm sure her dress is
Or
still
you
on
could
the
just put on her clothes.
Scrounging.
ground.
I need more than just her clothes. Let's be honest.
Are you saying you're not that pretty of a man?
No. That would be a 9 for scrounging to make a Becky-like costume, not Texas Chainsaw style. I'm.
You're
not
not
gonna make a
wearing her
Becky
skin.
suit.
Yeah, this is not. We're not going that deep in fucked up territory. I'm.
was like he's wearing
I'm
an
thinking
Edgar
playful scamp, like Mrs. Doubtfire style.
take her dress. Okay, you pass. Does Augustus have a beard?
Not
I
anymore.
pictured him as clean shaven.
Okay, then he passes.
Okay. All right, Becky.
I turn to everybody. I'm like, okay, we will all leave, pretending Becky is fine. You can say,
we need to hear the voice.
you can say whatever you want about Leopold. Say
Oh my God, I
he's
remember Becky's voice.
indisposed.
I'm just like that.
Jeff,
Brings a tear to Leroy's eye.
Jeff, do I have any kind of communication device to HQ?
Communication device? I was just looking up if that is in your loadout. I don't think it's in the standard.
It says gear, Gatling pistol, Derringer, pad and paper, 2 boxes of shells, $235.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
called a pigeon.
You're a pigeon.
So,
Write that note.
Entirely
Set it on
sober,
a
you guys,
pigeon.
you can just fuck off.
So if we use the cleaner template from the agency book, the only other thing you would get, so you'd get your agency duster,
Uh-huh.
boot knife, explosive putty, Gatling pistol, agency badge and credentials.
And what was the last thing? I'm sorry.
Your agency badge
Well,
And then you said something after that.
and credentials.
Credentials. Thank you. Sorry, I sneezed right when you said credentials, and I was like, I can't hear anything when my face is exploding.
It's
I
okay.
touched a cat with my foot, and it ran away. The cat on my foot.
So that's what you got.
Okay, I'm just thinking, like, we've got this body who's been eaten by a chupa thingy, and,
Maybe. Could
Maybe.
be. Le
We gotta go
vampire.
next door. We gotta
and
find out what's going on.
I'd be like, hey, Rip Torn, come and send somebody to get this guy, lady person.
That
Uh,
sounds
did,
like cheating.
did Athena share any of those theories with those, or are you keeping that to yourself?
I was mumbling it, kind of like I am hungover, and maybe not as
Either way, I'm already dragged Frank down to the lobby because I'm hard-headed. I'm stubborn, so I'm already on my way out.
No,
We're
Salem.
both stubborn. I also made that example and lost $5 making that example. That we can take blood from bodies. But I'm just curious, because I definitely feel like I feel like I would be a little more skeptical, even though I believe in ghost rock and using that for our machines and stuff. Chupacabras, that's come on.
Well, I'm downstairs. I go over to Jenny, and I'm like, we're going next door. Want you stay here, you just drink water and coffee, okay? I put the $5 on the counter for her. I just use that to buy her stuff.
Oh.
And I go outside.
Okay.
I come downstairs and I go, "Oh, hello, Jenny. Yes, I am accompanying your husband and his friends. And we have something very special planned for you. And do not worry about me. I am the picture of health.
Are you
Kisses,
doing
kisses."
the fan thing,
Yeah.
cover?
Oh, yes. It's covering my face. And then I just quickly shuffle out.
And what about?
And Jenny's like, what the? And she
What
looks
about
to the
Slick?
bartender and goes, that wasn't Becky. I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you coming, Slick?
Yes.
And
Another
Dorothea?
coffee.
Yeah.
I'm behind them.
I covered the body with a blanket, and then I'm going across the street with everybody else.
I have no performance skills, so I wasn't even going to try that, and
Right.
I love the outcome.
You did great. Not sure what the outcome was.
I didn't
Supposed
want
to
to
be
freak anybody out
desired.
that there was a dead person upstairs.
All right, so we all go to the grand total, and I have
And-
Frank with me.
Its name belies the truth of the matter. It's not a hugely extravagant hotel, but it is definitely the nicest one in the junkyard. It's
That's the tastiest piece of shit I've ever eaten. Sorry.
yep. And inside, it looks like there was a maybe the last vestiges of something that had gone on the night before, but otherwise, everything seems to be business as usual, and just it's a hotel lobby.
I say, I've got this, and I do my little bag trick. My pupils get huge, and I want to do it.
I like
I
you call
wanna
it your
do it.
bag trick.
I want to do a scrutinizing of the room.
Okay.
That would be a 6.
Okay. The lobby looks like a hotel lobby. Frank does point out that down the hall is where the grand ballroom is.
Is that where we were last night?
I talk over Frank. I'm like, "Oh yes, this seems to be just like the lobby of a hotel lobby, and down the hallway is the grand ballroom." Just repeating basically what he said.
Yeah, were we down there, Frank?
Yeah, yeah. That's where all the big events are, anyway.
All right, let's go, guys. And I walk down the hall. I'm still dragging Frank with me, though. And I got Phil still in his little thing.
I just picture you like dragging him by his collar, and he's like sitting on the ground, like.
One of my character traits is that I'm stubborn, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So I enter the grand ballroom.
Is everybody in the hotel just chill with this?
Yeah, so you get into the grand ballroom, and it's obviously there was some sort of disaster, but it's been mostly cleaned up. There's people milling around, but then one of the staff looks up and sees you and goes, "You son of a bitch! You did this!" and comes charging right over towards poor Leopold.
Oh no.
he just looks at everybody and says, "I've got this," and does his bag check again. And I'm just, how is this person? Are they coming swinging?
No, think angry and disappointed mother.
He still, like, in his mind is pulling like a Sherlock Holmes where he's like, block the left hook, and like, and just kind of like, also like Mac from It's Always Sunny is just doing this shoo, shoo, like hands coming up, like
doing ocular pat down.
Yep.
He's doing the, karate moves in the air like that.
Yes.
So this person stops about 10 feet away, well out of arm's reach, and just kind of looks at you like you're clearly insane, but sees you take a hit out of whatever's in your pouch and goes, "Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff that you were passing around last night and putting in people's drinks."
Oh no. Leopold's like, well, I have more, and he offers up the bag.
"I don't want any of that. I saw you mixing that green goo stuff together and telling those lovely ladies that it tasted, quote, just like strawberries, end quote."
Did it taste like strawberries now? Did you try it?
Leopold just raises his hand. I raise my hands up. I'm like, I can see how this looks bad.
I mean, one of them did die.
One of them did. Oh dear.
Wait, aren't you? You're wearing her clothes.
Oh yeah, I have not changed.
Well, did one of them look like that, and they just
That's
point
just
to Leopold?
proving her point.
As soon as Leroy says that, I just like flick my fan out in front of my face and go, "I don't know what you mean."
The butler
Excuse me.
looks back to Leroy and then back at Incognito Leopold and says, "Yeah, one of them was wearing a dress like that, although it's a very common dress. Half the girls over at Madame Marie's wear that."
Is that where that one's from? Madame Marie's?
Makes sense. It's the dance hall across the street.
Oh, that's where we just came from, I think.
Oh, well, that's unsurprising. About 5 of those girls of Marie's girls were over there last night, and about 20 others, and your friend there spiked the punch bowl. I have now got people passed out on 3 floors, and they don't remember anything about what happened.
Funny story about that one.
I look around just real quick. I go, "I don't know what you're talking about," and raise my skirts and run out. and do a quick stage switch up and step back out in my finer black clothes, mad scientist get up and go, oh well, finally glad I caught up with you all.
What was going on here last night? I'll be honest, I'm sort of among those who don't remember what happened last night.
So it's all a blur because there was a lot of moving parts going on.
I get it.
So what I recall exactly is you came in with some people for the wedding.
Okay.
And-
Can I stop you there?
Mhm.
What wedding?
Why the seal wedding? Who
Okay, I don't
else's-
remember any seals.
Yes, Ronald Seal was going to marry Elizabeth Wilson.
Do I remember these people? Do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll a cognition.
Okay.
I also have, let's see here,
0.
A
What was that?
A 0. A cognition roll is 0.
I have
These
an
names
area.
are brand new to you.
Can I do an area knowledge?
Sure.
I know mountains.
I know we're kind of doing the one-shot thing, but I just assume.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh no, a 3.
So better
That's from 2d12s, by the way.
So you know that the Seal family, Seele, is very well known in Salt Lake. The patriarch Richard works for who are they? Not Smith. Smith and Robards. And he is an inventor, a mad scientist, of course. Or, well, not mad scientist. He is a scientist. He's quite sane, after all. Ronald is his oldest son. And he had been betrothed to this woman, Elizabeth Wilson, for quite some time.
I just am like, Richard Seal, that hack. Like, it gets me just like fucking pissed.
I don't know who the seal or Wilson is.
I
Did
know
they
this
get married?
Ronald to be one of Richard's brood.
Did they
Bunch of louts stealing ideas from others.
He's got pains. Did they do the thing?
He means, did they get married?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, well. You see, that's the funny thing. You and your friends showed up,
Okay.
and
Yep, that sounds right.
Elizabeth showed up, but Ronald did not.
Huh. Do you know Ronald? Athena?
I'm sorry.
Do you know Ronald?
I don't think so.
Do you know Ronald 6?
You'd think I would, considering my brother's so adamant against them.
Sorry.
Okay. How
You
you never
do.
showed up, huh?
And Athena, give me a cognition check.
And by the way, Frank is still with us if he has anything to
Yes.
pipe in.
Frank is the new horse.
Also-
He's just
also-
kind of
Also, Philp is here.
4?
a 4.
I got Philp is here. If Philp tries to leave, he'll get shot into space.
So Yeah, Athena, you got nothing.
Yeah.
You
I rolled 2d12 and I got a 4.
oof.
No.
Yeah, so the butler it continues to explain that this wedding had been scheduled. You all had shown up and kind of staked out chairs in the groom's side of the event,
because Leopold knew him.
and the groom didn't show up, and after a little while, the bride's parents and groom's parents kind of got into an argument, and eventually it was decided that rather than waste all the food, they were going to enjoy the reception. It seems at some point, for some reason, Leopold decided to spike the punch bowl with a
we'll put for some reason in quotes, because you know what the reason is. He's a dick.
Well, yeah.
with some alchemical concoction that rendered alchemical roofies. He's everybody roofies.
Yeah, it's I roofied an entire ball party.
And then
and that's all the butler really can tell you.
Alright, so
Classic Ronald, probably didn't show up wasting whatever few brain cells he had left on drugs, and then I took a big whiff of my bag again. That laudanum junkie.
So, was there a wedding anyway? Just out of curiosity.
What?
Well, he looks at you and your hand, and he kind of pulls you aside, and he says, "Do you remember any of last night?"
No.
Let's just say your friend's special cocktail and you don't get along. You disappeared for about half an hour and came back with that poor girl from Madame Marie's slung over your shoulder, saying something about how you finally struck gold.
That sounds right. That sounds funny. No.
That's disturbing.
Her name was Jenny.
That's
Jenny.
Nice.
Was there another one from Madame Tussauds?
Well,
You would fuck a
when you
wax figure.
left and you came back,
Mm.
you brought like 10 of them with you, and then they went upstairs with all the other guests, and it was just this huge mingle, and well, it was a clusterfuck. I think there might have actually been an orgy on the second floor. And and he kind of side eyes Leopold again.
I catch the side eye. I'm like, I say, Frank, I am quite parched, and this person seems rather upset with me. I point at the lady who saw through my facade as Becky, and I'm like, is there any of that punch left?
Alright, well, do you remember any, like, lizard monsters?
No,
I heard it.
I
Like,
can't say that I saw anything
a
too
chupacabra.
unusual last night beyond the apparent.
Okay, I just asked for no reason whatsoever. Everything's normal and nothing's wrong.
All right.
So you can just relax. It's fine.
Okay.
I go over to Leopold and I say, I don't think we're gonna get more here. I think we gotta go to the lady's house.
Are you saying you think they have the punch? I'm in.
No, I think they have the choopy thingy. Oh, we need to find Ronald.
Rommel.
Ronald.
That waste of oxygen.
Right.
That 2-bit patent stealing little snitch.
Do you have any
Just
patents?
as bad as his father, Richard.
Do you have patents?
Well, no, but
They were stolen.
because he stole them.
Interesting. Alright, let's go.
As you make to leave,
Yeah.
a beautiful woman who comes sauntering
Thank you.
up,
There are kittens fighting under you.
I didn't hear that. What, Ari?
Oh, I was talking to Dan. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
said thank you for calling me a
Kitten
beautiful
whispers.
woman.
Oh, okay. So, this gal comes walking up. You all instantly recognize her as Mimi, the lounge singer at the Salt Lake Grand Hotel. She is sometimes referred to as Mimi the Siren for her beautiful songs, and she is a near permanent resident at the hotel. So
I say
She-
hi, and I keep walking.
she pulls Slick aside and is like, "Oh, darling, I'm so glad you were able to come back. We had such a lovely evening last night, didn't we?"
Yes, we did. I'm just kind of starstruck because I know who she is, but I don't remember this.
Oh, don't forget that you and your friends left some things up in room 124.
Oh, how so sweet of you to remind us.
Is there a chupacabra up there?
Don't listen to him. We will go get them.
I nudge Leroy and like give him a little wink and a shake of my head, like yeah, just because I know that'll get him up that way.
So I guess I turn around. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly, right?
Yeah, very begrudgingly.
When Leopold passes, Mimi just kind of looks at him and gives a sultry wink before
Oh dear.
moving on.
I sultry wink back.
Slick is
Oh.
annoyed.
I would
lean over to
say
Slick and I'm like, who is that?
Leopold doesn't understand the finesses of the sultry wink.
All
And
right.
just stares at her, like does a quick little like, 2-second survey of like, what does this mean? And then continues on.
As an experiment for another day.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we go up to that
we're
room.
going up to
Yeah.
room
Is it locked?
124.
124.
124.
Dun.
Okay, I go to open the door.
And it is locked.
Ah, damn.
All right,
Oh, I've got lockpicking.
I've
Me-
got cards.
Me too, and I hit it with my pickaxe.
Oh shit.
Can I? Okay.
No, it's too late.
Yeah, that makes
You don't
me
know.
so happy.
You need to see if it made a dent.
So you here's Johnny the door.
Hold on, I have to roll for it. It's my pick. That's 7 plus
That one doesn't count.
5.
Why do you? It didn't count. It hit me.
Fine.
The door
7
evades.
plus 5. 13. Or 12. Sorry.
13 to hit.
12 to hit. 12.
Yeah.
I figure I don't have to roll to attack. I just hit it because it's a doorknob.
Well, yeah, I was debating,
We're all still pretty rough, I feel like.
but yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that would have been 13 damage. What do you want me to roll to attack?
No, well, okay. Are you targeting the doorknob in particular, or just the door in
The
general?
vicinity of what would make the door not be closed anymore.
Okay, then you hit. You hit
Okay.
just fine. And you
I'll
blow
pick the lock for you, young lady.
Yeah,
I sigh
you
and pull the
literally
lock
pick
goes away.
the lock.
Yeah. Sit lock pick. And I put it back in my old pick sheath.
The door opens, and there inside you find
Chupacabra.
Good.
Chupacabra. No.
That was easy.
Two
No.
steamer trunks.
I can pick the locks on those two.
Fuck off.
Yeah, they're unlocked.
Oh, I can still try.
One
Anything-
has Leopold's initials on it. One has Athena's the mark of the agency on it, so it's clearly
Okay.
Athena's.
Do we
I
recognize
see.
these?
Yeah.
Or
It has
is
their
this-
name on it.
I mean, I know our initials are in it, right? But like,
But does
Is
he
it
recognize
some-
it?
is it something that's like, oh shit, someone left this here for us, or something like, oh yeah, we were out and about, and this is our shit?
The latter.
Okay.
So-
Well, Leroy, thank you for getting the door for us, I suppose. And
I knew you were milking loud. Did you have a key?
I pat
you
my
have a
pockets
key?
and I do find a key, and just like I'm like, this was probably it.
Oh, this is my key, and I take my pick back out.
I go over and open my chest.
Yeah,
Inside,
go-
you find all your alchemical tools and the recipe for what was in the punch last night. The main ingredient was, of course, strawberries and philosopher's stone.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Philosopher's Stone, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a thing.
Leopold.
Well, I mean, Allie had that whole Philosopher's Stone moment, which was hilarious.
That's right. It's
Uh,
blood and crushed up ghost rock.
Let's see.
Yeah, I get my shit out too.
Yeah, in there you find a notebook.
Oh.
In the notebook, you find detailed case notes that explain why you were at the Grand Hotel to begin with.
Oh, good.
You suspect that Ronald is not all that he appears. That you were, what you gather from your notes is that you were sent there to observe the wedding for big badness that might have gone down and intervene if something supernatural occurred.
Okay.
And you had recruited your friends to come with you as backup.
Nice.
And the last entry says something about how it seems, or that you were about to go down to the wedding, that everything seems to be going as planned, and thus far there are no signs of disruption.
Hmm.
Alright.
Except for that he never showed up. That's not going to end up well. Well, what'd you find? What'd you find? What'd you find?
I just go, Philosopher's Stone. No wonder we had such a good time.
Nothing of interest. My notebook away in my pocket.
Alright, so I guess we're no closer to figuring out why there's a dead lady in our bed.
Well, let's find a little bit of that punch and take it over to her and see if it makes her kick. Am I right?
So you think a lady with her throat cut can go ahead and just be drinking punch?
I didn't say we pour it down her mouth, now did I, Leroy? We're men of science after all. And I take another blood sample and give him another $5.
I feel like if you doing that, it's gonna be a little bit rough for me. So it's a rough day already.
Nonsense, my boy. We my old chap. I'm just helping get rid of the bad stuff.
That's fair. So
And here's the good stuff, and I shove a $5 coin at this point. Lincoln's not on the bill yet, right?
That's the revolution times. So where do we go now?
What was the respectable ladies Bordeaux?
Well, that's the place we woke
I
up.
think it's where we came from.
Yep.
Madame Marie or Madame...
Yeah, but we didn't look for the madam, so I guess we have to go back there and
Oh no!
find the proprietress.
or find out what happened to Ronald. I mean, we haven't done that either. Do you think Ronald's important? Does anyone think Ronald's important? Does it even matter? I don't know.
He's an important pain in my ass.
Not asked. Let us leave. I head back to where we came from.
So did Athena not share any of those
Nope.
details with
No.
us? Like
She did not.
Did
full
not.
on mystery gang still?
Yep. So I'm going back across the street where we came from. 'Cause I've decided that's what's important, and I am stubborn.
Okay. Jenny is still sitting at the bar. The door...
I go over to her and like, how you doing?
And she starts crying.
I straight up I'll be in the vicinity, but not like I'll be outside the door because
Well,
I feel like I pushed my limits with the whole Becky facade.
How are you doing?
She seems to calm herself down a little bit. Is Becky going to be all right?
Oh.
I'll give her $5 and say, why don't you keep just have some more coffee?
She kind of side eyes you and
Dear.
nods and starts going back to drinking.
All right. I turn to the bartender. I'm like, I guess Jenny would be able to answer. Jenny, where's the lady that like is in charge of you before in your before life before you was a married woman? Jenny.
Jenny, I got your number.
Jenny, where's the lady? What was your boss before you were a married woman?
That would be Madame Marie. She's over there, and she points to the matronly-looking woman at the bar, a little further down, talking to the bartender.
No. Say, hey, I wave at her.
She looks up.
Me and that one. I point to Jenny. And I just hold up the ring. Say, I don't. Neither of us are really 100% on what transpired in even in the 4. Well, do you know what happened? And maybe do you know the Becky?
Oh, Becky is one of my working gals, like Jenny. You came over and took a bunch of them over across the street the other night.
And
Wait, the other night?
Last night.
Okay, just
Yeah,
we're losing multiple days now.
all right. Did Becky have any say enemies or nothing?
You said not to Josh.
No.
Subtle.
I can't think of any.
Alright. Well,
Jenny kind of looks up and holds up her hand to Marie and then points at Leroy. And Marie.
I'm outside.
Or, no, Leroy.
Oh,
Marie-
sorry.
Marie looks at Jenny and then at Leroy. And she says, flat out, you gonna pay for that?
well, here's a funny story about all that. No. Also, I asked Marie if we can go talk in private for a second. Can we go? I need to talk to you in a quieter place.
She pushes herself up off the bar and says fine and follows you.
And I wave the others to come with me.
That seems creepy.
Beckons for
Well,
you
not
to
Jenny.
follow her into her office.
Yeah.
Alright, we all follow her in, which isn't at all creepy.
Should I be a part of this? Like I said, I was standing outside.
You're
I didn't see
outside.
the beckoning or
Well,
did I get a holler?
Beckon!
I didn't holler. Well, I didn't holler. I don't know how much you were eavesdropping.
No, I am trying. Like after my whole.
Well, then
I
you're
don't
probably
want-
not gonna be there then.
Okay,
No,
not to
trying to-
split. Not
Trying
to
to keep
split
it on the DL a little bit.
I know, not to split the group too much. I just feel like
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved with a dead body. I maybe have had
Well,
issues in
too
the
late.
past
not
with this.
right now. Maybe later. Wink, wink.
So we
The
go in
dead
and I'm
body's
like,
still up in the bedroom, right?
yeah, we didn't.
But
we,
I don't know how much people have
Athena
figured
covered it in a
suss
sheet.
things out. Right, I'm staying safe.
I go, we don't know exactly. Do anyone you want to take it? I'm not good at this. I see thinner or say you want to take the storytelling.
Take storytelling?
Yeah.
I can sure try.
She just kind of raises her eyes like, okay, I'm waiting.
So we're telling
We're telling her what happened.
her what happened.
Yeah,
I
because
will-
it's her property technically.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I was reading about how apparently when women are sexually aroused, their boobs double in volume, and I'm like, I've already got huge ones. And anyway,
Weird.
well, from what we understand, there was an incident at the wedding, and
Hold on, Aries.
What?
This is not good audio. Having a cat growling at a kitten.
Go get Salem. Go get her.
Okay. Anyway, we were at a wedding.
we were at the wedding, and something happened. We lost our memories of what happened.
Yeah, I
The
don't
wedding?
remember nothing.
And when we woke up,
Mhm.
well, I'm sorry to say, ma'am, but dear sweet Becky didn't make it.
From us waking up.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, she got her throat slit is what happened, and all her blood taken.
Yes.
She
We
kind
know a
of
little bit about what happened. Like, when we know, like, the general idea.
Yes.
She kind of stares at you for a moment and then just starts laughing and laughing. She's like, "You're pulling one on me, over on me."
No.
Oh,
honey.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We at the FBI do not have sense of humor.
She's upstairs under a sheet. I don't want to tell
Fine.
Jenny because I thought it would upset my
Fine.
wife.
Take me to her. I want to see her with my own eyes.
All right, so I lead the way.
As we walk, I flag down Leo.
Who wants to guess the
I'm like
body's
shaking
gone
my
when we
head
get there?
no. But I
Alright.
reluctantly, I guess I'll come along.
Well, story's better if you're there. Okay, so we go up to our room,
I bet you the body's gone.
and then I have Athena. I'm like, I point to it with Athena. I'm like, oh, display her, I guess.
Yeah, so I go in the room. Is the body still there under the blanket?
Am I really that predictable, Kimberly? Yeah, the body's gone.
Ah.
I fucking lose my shit.
I kinda
and,
look
like,
at it.
Start.
And I go, you caught us. And even internally, I'm like, shit.
Yeah. For all the shit
I look
I
under
went
the
through
bed.
to try and cover up Becky being okay, I'm losing it a little bit, and this kind of, is a slap in the face to like maybe certain laws that I believe in as far as science goes. So I'm just like flipping the mattress over, like looking around, like, but wait.
Maybe we should have took her with us.
Yes, I'm gonna go downstairs and across the street to talk to people with a corpse slung over my shoulder.
I'm just saying. I mean, I feel like you're the last one to see it.
Yes.
I need something to
snatched
calm my
her
nerves.
And then said, she's here.
I do my bag trick.
I swing from my XXX jug.
So
I hear
Marie
you.
is just looking back and forth among you like, you
And she
promised
was-
me a dead girl. I see no dead girl. Where's my dead girl?
I guess at this point, I mean, I hate to disappoint. Does it have to be this one?
Okay, does the room, other than the body being missing, does the room look in any way disturbed?
Well, now
Yeah, I
there's a
mean-
mattress flipped.
Well,
Yeah, it looks like somebody was going through all of the stuff looking for something.
Or no, she was on the bed the whole time.
I thought she was on the floor personally, but what do I know?
They're in the bed.
Bed.
Oh. Okay. I see the
But-
mess before Twat Whistle here did it. Someone tried to
Did you say
Fine.
twat whistle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone stole her.
But it was
Someone
grave robbers.
stole her.
Yeah.
And how, pray tell, did they get her out of here?
I look for any windows. Are there any
Well,
windows?
He
There
got out
are
of her
some
dress.
windows.
Leopold got out of her here dressed like her, so maybe she was dressed like somebody else. Maybe he was dressed like Leopold, or she was dressed like.
I mean, maybe she was a zombie.
I bet she was a zombie.
I think you're all zombies.
All of a sudden, I gain a little bit of composure, and I'm like, yes, she walked out of here with all of you.
Oops.
Jenny already knows that that's not true.
I don't know that.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Well, are there any windows in the room?
Yes, there's one window.
Does it look like it's been opened?
Doesn't open.
I open the closet. Sitting there.
Nope.
Is there a closet? With how
It's
small
called a
this room is?
wardrobe.
Yeah, maybe a wardrobe.
The body is not
There's
in the
nothing
room.
in here but
Take
Mr.
as long as
Tumnus.
you want to come to that realization.
Body, I mean, she was here. I'm just saying, like, you can believe what you want. She was here.
I'm just straight up ignoring whatever conversation's going on and like closely examining each floorboard, like for like a secret, like kind of Scooby Doo kind of thing, like just off in my own little world, over analyzing every little piece of the room.
Can I do a search in to see if I can find anything that would be like a clue for what actually happened?
Sure.
Yeah, I would say due to my magic bag situation, I'm not doing anything helpful, just over-examining, like counting the rings on the grain or something of each board.
14.
So you notice that between this morning and now, nothing has actually been taken. And it's not like the room was flipped like, in the movies when somebody goes through and is like slashing open pillows or anything. It's more like stuff was pushed off of, taken out of the closet, emptied out of the drawers. They were looking for something, but not being destructive.
All right, guys. Just based on before my point to Leo, before he did his shit, just based on kind of what I see, I think someone was looking for something. Did anyone have something that was like interesting?
Well, I made a tasty drink out of strawberries and philosopher stone.
I thought you were going to say strawberries and
Philosopher.
Philosopher.
Strawberries and falafel.
I can look for things, but I cannot think of things. My cognition is 1d8 minus 2 right now.
Oh, damn.
I have a Rupertus pepper box. Is that worth looking for? I have a fancy suit.
I have a cool hat.
She has a cool hat. I have more money than you.
Damn.
I'm funded by the government.
No, you probably have.
Did you,
Womp womp.
are we the only ones what was in this place last night? Do you remember Miss Marie? Since you were here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Was it just us, or was there someone else what was in this place?
In this room? Oh.
Or just in general in this place, this total.
Total.
Oh, well, this is the busiest dance hall in the junkyard. I probably had 200 gentlemen
Oh,
callers come through here last
just
night.
you, huh?
Were any of them suspicious?
This is the junkyard, love.
Yeah, I was gonna
All of
say.
them are suspicious.
This is a brothel in the junkyard.
Well, I got nothing.
Okay, real quick, not in character, but what leads do we have at this point?
Someone was looking for
so-
stuff and her body's missing.
Well, yeah, okay, so a missing body isn't a good lead because we have no evidence of that point.
I know.
Well, a body.
Other than that, either a body walked away or was taken away.
And then do we have any other? I feel like something else. Oh, fucking Ronald was mentioned, but where was he last seen?
We don't know. We never asked anyone that.
Yeah.
Did Elizabeth show up? She showed up at the
She
ball.
was there, but he was not.
Yep.
Well, let's go ask around for Elizabeth.
I turned to Marie. I'm like, "Hey, have you seen Ronald Steele recently?"
Ronald Seal. No, I haven't seen Ronald. Sounds-
As my face is like pressed against floorboards in a corner, you just hear Ronald Seal and just like me going off
Who's my
about more
friend?
shit about him, like as I'm like doing my weird observation.
Alright, well,
I would suggest checking his home, a few blocks away. I think he lives in the apartment building over on 4th. He might be there.
that's what best we got. Let's go find
That's
out.
it.
Do you think he took the body?
We can find my patents. I can take them back.
Well, as long as we get something out of that. Alright, let's go.
And then I also kind of like just realized what Leroy said and go, what body? We all know Becky walked out of here. And I give him like a really sharp nudge.
Ow. I look at Maria and I'm like, we'll settle up later. And then I walk away.
He has 10 of my dollars. He better be able to pay for something.
I gave them all to Jenny.
Yeah.
Fuck. You need to taste more of your blood.
Hey,
so-
I once heard that a really cheap and fun date that's beneficial to a lot of people. Go give blood and then pick up a 6-pack of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Alright, so I guess we're heading over to Ronald's house, which I presume, despite everything, Leopold knows exactly where it is.
Do you want me to do a, what is it, area knowledge? Or, I
Yeah.
know right where he is?
Yeah, do an area knowledge.
Okay. Let me see here. Keep losing my place on the area knowledge. There we go. Okay, it is, oh no, a 4. Damn, these dice are not serving me tonight.
So, it takes you a little bit. You have to stop and ask for directions a time or two, but between Madame Marie and your generalized area knowledge, you are able to come to his apartment building. And
Does Philp recognizes it?
Just my general hate has fueled me to this point.
Philp does not, has just been kind of hanging out in your baby Bjorn, occasionally plucking things
Fucking?
from your beard.
Okay. Plucking, yes.
Yeah.
Eh.
Alright, so
Looking around, chirping at things indiscriminately.
okay, so we go. I guess we go to his apartment. Is his name like labeled on a thing? Do we know what exact apartment he's in?
I mean,
Is there a like bellman?
yeah, there's probably a doorman. Or somebody you could ask.
Ronald.
To be.
To be. Or is it not to be?
That's the question.
That's the question.
I was gonna lean into that one since my middle name's Horatio, but that's fine.
Alright, lean into what? he's just talking. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So I guess he goes upstairs. He goes, Leo, you know him better. Why don't you knock the door?
I just start fucking pounding on the door, going, "Let me in, you rat bastard!"
Where's
Very much.
and Slick for all of this?
What are you up to, Slick? Are you with us?
Usually.
So, the door opens, and there's Ronald looking very tired. They look like, or he looks like was knocked out with something maybe some of the punch. Either way, he's
Wait, was he at the? I thought he wasn't there. There. Do you
No,
have punch?
You look like you've been enjoying some of my chemicals, you little weasel, and we push our way in.
He's kind of in that Victorian dandy attire with the plush velvet coat and the striped silk pajama bottoms, and he kind of stumbles back and flops on the duvet and is like, "Who are you and why are you here?" And why does it
I'm
happen?"
Silverfish. This is Stick, Leopard, and a Tackle.
And why are you here? What day is it, anyway?
It's the day after your wedding, my friend.
The day after my wedding. Okay. The what?
Yeah, you missed it, my friend. You missed it.
I missed my wedding? Where's Elizabeth? And he jumps up and he runs into the bedroom and is trying to get dressed and talk to you all at the same time.
Have you seen a lady that's not Elizabeth in any recent times? Maybe prostitute-y?
He stops and sticks his head out. He's like, "No, sir, I am a faithful and loyal man."
Oh, don't get me wrong. She's dead.
You're
Sorry.
asking me, sir, if I have seen a dead prostitute.
Yes.
Yeah, we're missing her, and you're kind of our only lead.
Faithful, loyal, you stole my patent, sir! And I slap him with a little glove. Just a little
I
tap,
understand that it's an unorthodox question, sir, but I'm going to need you to answer, please.
I have no dead prostitute bodies. You're
That's all we
free
need
to
to
look
know.
around, but I can't help you.
Alright.
There.
I want to use my surgeon and immediately start looking for patents that may or may not be mine.
Okay.
While he does that, I'm going to use my searching to actually look for any clues related to a dead body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that whole ordeal.
Oh, I have law, professional law.
12.
Damn it,
Leadership.
7.
Persuasion.
You find a recipe. So Leopold finds a recipe for the best fruitcake in Salt Lake City.
I just tucked that one away in my little old sleevey.
And Leroy actually does come upon something interesting. There are, in his apartment, it seems that the dinner was set for 2, and there are 2 champagne flutes, both partially filled, on the dining room table.
I want to examine the champagne. Like, are they still?
I taste the champagne in that I just drink it because I'm still an
I know.
alcoholic prospector.
Are they still pretty bubbly?
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking them so I can answer her question.
Well, you wouldn't know the difference, I feel like.
Leroy,
Eh.
I'm gonna need you
Do you
to
want
roll me a vigor check.
Oh, shit. Hey, I'm not too bad at that. I got a 48 on vigor. That's a 6.
And Leroy slumps to the ground, passed out.
Oh, shit.
Well, it takes a little bit, after a minute or so. You start moving slowly, and then you get tired, and
Guys,
then-
I don't think this is just champagne. And I fall down face first onto poor Phil.
Can I,
Aw, Phil.
if I were to
Phil.
sniff the champagne, could I-
Actually, I fall, and the baby Bjorn gets caught on a chair,
oh no,
stretches,
oh no.
and then snaps and launches Philp straight into Ronald's face.
Can I sniff the champagne flutes and detect the iocane powder? I know it's colorless and odorless and dissolves instantly in liquid, but you know I'm a skilled government agent.
Yeah, well, let's deal with the flying Philp first.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is hangover-esque. That's got to happen. I'm basically the
Phil-
Zach
Phil
Galifianakis
the-
of the group.
Philp the parachuting primate.
Yeah.
Yes. Philp flies through the air and gets
The greatest of ease.
a hold of Ronald's ears, one ear in each hand, and just shakes his head and then jumps back off.
Like Mr. Peepers.
Scampers up
Yeah.
into a chandelier and looks judgingly down at everyone from the chandelier.
I'm not doing anything more. I'm
Yes.
past that.
I'm sniffing the wine, the champagne flute to see if I can like recognize the scent of poison. Maybe I don't know.
Give me a scrutinize.
I know how to do stuff. Scrutinize is 3d12. 7. Oh, that wakes you up, you dingbat. She was almost sacked out of sleep on my arms, and I rolled a dice, and she was like, "I'm gonna get it."
There
7.
is something off about the champagne, but you can't quite place it.
Okay. And then back to my earlier, how bubbly are they question.
It's probably been, well, you would guess that it's probably room temperature and getting fairly flat. There's still
Okay.
some bubbles, but
It's been a minute. It's not like whoever was drinking it was probably just like ran off into the wings.
Slick or Leopold gonna do anything? For watching me collapse and a monkey launch.
Poor little monkey. Where'd the monkey go?
He's on the chandelier.
Oh.
I just start taking notes based on how the monkey baby Bjorn worked for
Can-
future references.
So we don't know why you collapsed, or did you?
I drank champagne and it fell down.
Oh.
I think
She
he said
said-
something, and
Well,
then I sniffed it. And
Did you tell everyone that it seemed like it was off?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
No,
this.
she holds everything close to her chest,
Whoa.
except kittens.
Apparently.
I feel this is important for you guys to know
Mhm.
that something smells off about the champagne.
I know that's just Kimberly purposefully mispronouncing champagne, but I really like the idea that the svelte, like, government agent literally has only seen it written. Wait, what are you saying? Champagne?
Yay.
Yeah, champagne.
Champagne.
I like champagne with my bologna.
That's my pet chameleon. This
This is making me feel very disheveled.
Wait,
Or disabled.
disabled. Can I do a scrutinize on old Dusty Bones over there?
Old man Jenkins.
Yep.
Old man Jenkins.
what are you doing? Sorry.
Just a scrutinize?
Trying to figure out what's up with me.
What's up
Oh
with
yeah,
them?
sure.
That's
He's-
promising.
He's past
You
that.
know, that's usually the DM going, yeah, you won't do
You
any good.
can.
You can. You can fly from the chandelier just like the monkey. It's not gonna do you any good, but... Okay. What's that called?
You aced it.
Faced it. Or what was it in that other game? Okay, 14. Blow up?
Mhm.
Or, blew up. 14. scrutinize.
You are quick to deduce that he is passed out.
Oh,
Probably
good.
from a drug.
And I
So what
I
is
flip
Ronald
off
doing
God.
right now?
He was about now. He has finished getting dressed, walks back out into the main room where you guys are at, and looks at the passed out Leroy
Prospector.
and
Leroy?
everyone else and goes, "Oh dear, please do get out of my house. I need to go find Elizabeth."
You expect us to drag him?
You expect to leave him?
What? Aren't we here trying to figure out what's going on with you?
How long am I going to be passed out for?
I don't know, ask Robert. Roger. Raymond. What's his name?
Ronald?
Ronald, there we
I had
go.
to think about it for a second.
Like McDonald.
I was thinking like Ronald Swanson.
Oh, you'll be deadly.
Another couple of minutes anyway.
Well, Ronald...
There wasn't a lot left. You know, Ronald had drunken most of the champagne, and that's how he was knocked out for 24 hours. There was just a little bit left, so you should be fine. And
That's some
I
powerful
think you need to
shit.
figure out. I mean, I'm not there, but I would say if I were, I would recommend finding out why there are 2 knockout glasses sitting on a table.
Too bad you're not here.
I'm not.
Maybe you shouldn't just drink shit. So who was this laid out for? Ronald.
Elizabeth, she was going to come over and have dinner with me.
But
On
is
the wedding night?
Did you perhaps sit down to dinner and both drink? Because he's unconscious. And she could have been unconscious.
She was there, that
Who's Elizabeth?
She's not here now.
fiance. But she was there last night.
Right.
But who drank the...
I'm saying, did they come here, both of them drink, and then somebody
Oh, you mean before the wedding?
or something? Yes. I think this
Is that
kitty's
Tinkle?
I better take it home with me to be sure.
So are you asking Ronald that?
Yeah, so okay, so timeline is we had the wedding and then they came home and then we got here. He doesn't remember the wedding and Elizabeth is missing.
He wasn't there.
He was not there. Oh,
He never showed up at the wedding.
So I thought
Okay.
Jenkins and
I
Jenny stole
Well,
the...
yeah, so I guess I should
Stole the show.
I should clarify because I don't drink champagne. In more precise hours, the champagne is more than 24 hours old.
So it's just flat, gross wine water.
Yeah, it's probably like been out 36 hours.
Okay. So they were having dinner together. They missed their Was she at the wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay.
she was.
So presumably they drank. He passed out.
Maybe she went home.
I'm
or
gonna.
back
Okay,
to-
so I sniffed the one he drank. I'm gonna give the other one a little whiff,
The snoofter.
a little snoofter. Does it smell the same? Like it might also be off.
Yes.
Okay.
And they both appeared like they had some of it drunk out of it? Or just
Yep.
one of them?
Like, he went out like a light. Wouldn't Elizabeth have known he passed out? Wouldn't that have been...
Yeah, that's what's
She
weird.
would have been
That,
like,
he's
that's
passed
right,
out.
he's still
Wasn't
passed
her.
out.
That's true. Maybe it wasn't her.
Yeah. So, Robert,
Ronald.
who were you boinking? Is boinking a Victorian
It
term.
is now. Alt future A.
Alt future, where boinking became a term. Stopping.
I am a loyal man. I have not slept with anyone
Ever?
since I started dating Elizabeth.
Courting.
Courting.
But who were you drinking with?
No one, Elizabeth. No one, Elizabeth.
Do you have the forget me stick available?
The wacky stick.
The wacky stick. Maybe this time we could use it for whacking somebody into remembering.
I'm not sure that's how the wacky stick works.
Play along.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I can whack you with my stick.
Okay, I'm starting to believe she does pronounce it champagne.
But with how smooth she is,
So you.
I grab her wacky stick.
Which I may or may not even have.
Yeah, no,
Roll.
it's canon now.
Roll. Do you have overall?
Oh, no.
I do.
She does. There you go. I thrust it back at her.
Yeah.
I do
okay.
not have any overall.
So I rate. This is my memory stick. I can either remove or return memories, but it doesn't feel good. You want me to roll
Alright.
overall?
Yes,
Oh
ma'am.
boy, this is not where I'm a Viking. 8? Ooh. Can we do a little bit of a
8.
Viking?
He kind of stammers a moment and then says, "Look, I had an old friend of mine wanted to have dinner before I got married, and she showed up, and Elizabeth came and then stormed out, and look, and then I fell asleep, and then I woke up when you guys were pounding on my door. I don't know what happened."
Was this old friend named Sarah? Sarah, was that her? Becky. No. Becky?
yeah.
Becky. Was this friend named Becky?
That would have been a good. What's her name? Sarah? No, it was Becky. Aha! I knew it.
That's actually how I was going to respond. Was her name
Yeah.
Sarah? No, her name was Rebecca.
No, that was all in character. Yes,
Yeah.
that was it Sarah? Wait, no.
Why is she turning into your Sherlock character?
I don't know,
No, not Becky.
Oh.
Rebecca.
Oh,
Oh.
well.
Rebecca Party.
Becky is short for Rebecca.
I know. I'm just trying to think of the best way to tell him that we woke up with her throat cut this morning.
Yeah. Oh, I say that out loud. And then we slowly look over at Ronald.
He's just kind of there in shock, like.
Yep,
what-
that was how we reacted too.
I know, it wasn't. Oh. You're
what
like,
was
you put a snifter under her nose and we're like, oh, I can make her talk like a puppet.
Okay, that wasn't entirely just me. That was also Leopold.
Wait, so tell me everything that happened. You don't have to tell me everything that happened.
We went to a wedding and we woke up and she had like a necktie on her neck.
Oh.
And then there's something in the middle. I got married to Jenny.
Jenny? Yeah, I don't know any Jennies.
She and Becky worked together with the prostitute lady.
You're talking a lot clearer right now.
Yeah, it's done.
Suddenly,
More
the
than that.
clarity.
Oh, my Rebecca wouldn't be a dancing girl.
I describe exactly what she looks like to him. Is that her?
My Rebecca was a dancing girl.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
it is entirely possible that 2 people in this town are named Rebecca.
no, but she looked just like her. And then he killed her.
Somebody did.
Or was it Elizabeth? Oh, jealousy.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe Elizabeth's the chupacabra.
Is Elizabeth a
A jealous
chupacabra?
chupacabra.
Is your wife a lizard lady? She a chupa thingy?
No.
Is she a vampire?
Or a werewolf.
Or a werewolf?
A werewolf.
mean-
A warmilf.
Werewolf?
You broke Jeff.
Wait, where's Josh?
I'm here.
Oh, Leopold's not in the room.
I thought he was.
Oh.
He's busy. He's
Yeah.
busy looking for patents.
Yeah, searching.
You got
Still
the fruit
searching.
cake. You got the fruitcake recipe.
That one, that one's getting put to good use later. With some Philosopher's Stone and strawberries.
All right, well, we got him. So you remind me what he said, and then they tell me what they said. Well, I was passed out. I'm like, so do you think Elizabeth did it?
What did Elizabeth do at the wedding? Like, was she just like, oh no, my husband's not here? Or did she, like, party down? What happened there?
Yeah, did they tell us what happened with her?
Mm-mm.
we
Just
didn't
that
ask.
she was there. There was a fight between the parents.
Mm.
And then for some reason, they decided to have a party. And then for another reason, unexplained,
I think it was just cocaine or whatever.
We all partied down after that.
Yeah.
Leopold took it to the next level.
Yep. That part's not really confusing to me.
And but yeah, it was like Elizabeth was there and then is never mentioned in the narrative again.
Dun dun dun.
Though to be fair, you haven't asked.
Yeah. Oh,
Aw.
where does Elizabeth live? Sir.
What?
Well, we will help you find her.
Well, she lives in the nicer part of town.
To the nice part of town.
Dun 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 dun. When was the last full moon? If it's not mentioned, it's not important. So I mean,
Yeah. It's not Chekhov's gun. It was 9 days ago.
okay. It wasn't last night.
I say, everyone, get on my book board. Let's go.
Dundala dundala dun.
Yeah, mule. Yeah.
Leopold walks and gets there 45 minutes before the mule does.
Yeah, you mule. Yeah.
I should stop volunteering Leopold, but
Yeah, no, that's good. I feel like he did the math.
And cocaine.
Yeah, both needing to be a little more speedier without like totally grinding his teeth away. He walks a brisk pace.
Okay. So we're now at Elizabeth's house.
Did we get an address? Is that
yeah.
I mean, we promised Ronald we'd help him find her, and we'd go with him. So yeah, from him.
Yep.
That's where he wanted to go. He said he wanted to go there, so that's
I'm
where
gonna sleep. Wait, so Ronald's with us?
I would think so.
Okay.
Because he said he wanted to go. He said I have to go find Elizabeth.
We wanted to
So
go to there.
and we wanted to go find Elizabeth too. So I figured we'd all go together.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I walk ahead of the group because I don't want anything to do with Ronald.
That's fair.
So you get there, and the door opens, and there is. Hold on, I need to read how something works.
Yeah, no worries. I use my searching to ignoring everything else to look for patents that Ronald may or may not have stolen from me that he stored at Elizabeth's.
I don't think we're in the house yet.
Oh. The door was open. I
Oh.
just assumed.
All right. If the door's already open, then I guess that does sound like a Leopold thing to do.
Yeah. First, he inspects his magical bag and starts looking for patents.
Mm.
Oh, balls. With a 5. The dice are really reflecting Leopold's habit, I think.
All right.
I find nothing.
Okay. All right. So the door opens, and the maid ushers you in, and Elizabeth is sitting in the library with a book open on her lap.
What book is it?
It is. I don't know, when did War and Peace come out?
Sure.
During this timeline,
Yep.
just recently.
Well, yeah, it's a
It's a hot new bestseller.
yeah, it's front of the store. It's on all the windowsills.
Published in its entirety in 1869. So yes, it is like
it's a hot
like
new
5
pulp
years
novel.
old. Yeah. So that's what she's reading, War and Peace.
Did you hear I searched for patents?
Oh, in Elizabeth's house?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe Ronald hid them there. I only got a 5.
You
And I'm
find-
on poppers, so...
You find a homemade root beer recipe.
I
Yum.
tucked that in the other little sleevey of my jacket.
All right. So there's Elizabeth reading
and,
War and Peace.
and Ronald's with us, so
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of give him a little nudge.
He's like,
find out if she
Elizabeth.
killed her.
Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is like, "You son of a bitch! You stood me up at our wedding. How dare you show your face here?" And
I
all
step next to Elizabeth and go, "Yes, how dare you!"
and Ronald is like, I don't know what happened. I fell asleep. You stormed out, and I fell asleep. And the next thing I know, these people were waking me up, and I just.
Hi. Do you remember me?
Do you remember this face?
Elizabeth kind of looks and squints, and then goes back to Ronald. I was like, "So you brought them here?"
I brought him here for you. You're welcome.
Mm.
We wrote in my bookboard.
Well. What did Rebecca have to say after I left?
Not much, I'm afraid.
Looks
He cheated
down.
on you, Elizabeth.
Now, in his defense, she is dead. Well, sorry, that was a later conversation. But I was supposed to confront you later with that one. Sorry. Go ahead, keep talking. How dare you? You pick up from there.
You killed her?
Ronald did, I'm sure of it.
The method of her demise is yet to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they slit her neck
Other
and
than
drained
that-
all her blood.
Yeah, other than that. But who
Oh.
did it and how or why? Don't know.
Speaking of which, I take another syringe of Leroy's blood and give him another fiver.
Thank you.
At that time.
Okay. Then, Elizabeth and Ronald continued to have their little fighting off in the side about who loves who more and least. And...
I'm going to wander off like an old man, but I'm actually looking around to see if there's any clues.
Okay.
10.
10. There is there isn't a lot of anything beyond the way of food in the house out and about. There's no like tea service or anything out like that. It's very neat and tidy home.
What time of day is it?
There are some paintings of Elizabeth and her family. They're all similarly complected, pale skin, dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
What time of day is it?
I take one of my vials of Leroy's blood and just straight up pour it somewhere.
Athena wants to know what time of day it is right now.
Right now, it's with all the back and forth you guys have been doing and all the traveling.
It's been a lot of back and forth.
Let's say late afternoon, early evening.
Okay. Sun's still up?
Yes.
And
Okay. The room she's sitting in, I'm going to presume there are curtains covering the windows.
It's an interior room. There's no...
Damn it.
windows.
Of course.
also, I retconned my blood idea because Leopold wouldn't believe in that.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of poppycock. But I do take another vial's worth and give.
I shout down the hall, can I use a bathroom?
Use the servant outhouse. Please don't back up, please.
I'm gonna go find a bathroom. And I start wandering through the house, opening doors.
I'm gonna find Leopold and ask if you have any holy water or garlic in your bag of tricks.
I'm just opening doors. I'm going through all the bedrooms and opening doors and looking in.
Well, Athena, at this point, I do believe you would know the only thing that I think is holy is, and I take a big whiff in my bag. And my pupils get really big again, and then I do actually, as long as Jeff's cool with it, pull out a bulb of garlic just out of the other crap that I have with me.
I am okay with the garlic.
Okay. Thank you.
But I also look at it like, whoa, when did it get this round?
I will endeavor to either return this or replace it. Now.
I'm just going through and I'm opening doors. I'm going to do another searching.
I'm going to put the bulb of garlic in my sleeve.
17.
Like at my wrist, right? So like I've got long sleeves and I'm gonna
Hide the garlic under your sleeve.
hide the garlic in my sleeve, like right by my wrist.
I see what Athena's doing. Can we resolve Dan's role? But
Yes.
I would like to. I have a role to help Athena.
But yeah, so 17 to be looking through the rooms to see if there's anything off about any of their bedrooms or anything.
Their beds look more or less slept in.
Unsleepified.
Is there a downstairs?
Yeah. So,
Okay, I'm gonna start heading that way. I didn't find the bathroom. I'm still looking.
So seeing what Athena is doing, I'm like, I think I know what you're onto, and I firmly believe this silly folklore, but my scientific mind can't help but want to tinker, and I want to add maybe a spring-loaded
You and your
situation
springs.
here with I know I
Slick up too.
I have a lot of themes going with my characters, but I'm gonna try to spring load these garlics in Athena's sleeve.
I roll back my sleeve, hold my arm out, and say, go nuts.
I feel like Slick has to still be in the room with Elizabeth and
Yeah.
Ronald, kind of keeping an eye on them.
Kind of.
Jeff, that's a 25 to
Oh,
spring
Jesus.
load the garlic.
Oh, I'm sorry, I woke
okay.
you up, kitten.
Since it's a one shot, I'm going to say that you have the time and materials to Assassin's Creed a wrist blade for garlic.
Awesome,
Either
thank
one
you.
of those
So I'm gonna, with
Syringes.
my new contraption.
It's like a syringe, but it comes out and it's full of garlic juice.
Gross.
I'm gonna go back in, and I'm going to, Miss Elizabeth, I am Agent Athena. I just have a few questions for you. I hold my hand out to shake hands.
She looks down at it and takes her hand and shakes it.
And
It's a gloved hand. It's very prim and
beans.
proper.
Can you do a quick
Hmm.
take nimbleness or something?
So
Okay.
is it like an
Sleight of
apparatus
hand.
that will squirt, maybe? Squirt like garlic juice now?
You know,
how does this
I
thing
am
work?
a mad tinkerer. I was thinking just full on, almost cartoon, hand with a pie with a spring on it, push it.
Just
Yes.
launch an entire clove in it.
Just force garlic at high velocity.
Okay, so shaking her hand didn't do anything, and because she's got, so I'm just gonna activate the device and
Jesus.
launch garlic at her face.
Meanwhile, I'm
She,
going downstairs.
She recoils in disgust, oh God, why do you smell like an Italian? Only she says
I rolled a 6
Italian.
going downstairs.
So she just doesn't like the smell. She doesn't react in any other way.
yeah, it clearly stinks, but other than that, she just kind of gets away from you because you squirted garlic juice in her face. So she thinks you're insane.
Some
but
people.
Otherwise,
I am just sitting back looking very happy seeing that my invention worked. Not really watching the other
when I see,
consequences.
I just put on an affectation of utter embarrassment and oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That was an invention of my friend. It's for something else entirely. I am still learning how it works. I am very sorry that I got you with that.
Patent that, Ronald, you hack!
I rolled a 6 to explore the downstairs.
That's what she said.
Ew.
the downstairs,
Yeah.
the basement area is a general servants' quarter type area.
No coffins.
No zone.
Is there a bathroom? Because I actually do
There-
need to go now. It's been a while. I have a slow pace.
There is a bathroom in there. Yeah.
Okay, I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Is Leroy really the kind of person who's concerned about using the facilities at this point in his life? Like, I feel like a dark corner might...
I've never been in a fancy house, so...
Okay.
So you're just gonna have a poo corner. It's
I'm
fine.
just curious.
Crossover.
I do maintain that what's his name came from this universe.
Oh yeah, me too. That's my head canon.
Alright, so I go potty and I guess I head back upstairs.
Okay.
I walk into the room, I just say, I don't think they're vampires.
Can give me a search and roll.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm pretty good at those. Except for that last time. And this time, I got 3 1s and a 3.
Oh, you busted. Never mind. Continue.
They're not vampires, or at least I can't tell they're vampires. I don't see any coffins. I didn't see any. Oh, hi.
Yeah, well, the garlic thing didn't work either. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was on purpose.
Well, Ronald is a vampire in the sense he's a leech, sucking the hard work off of others.
Is that true? Are you a thief, Ronald?
Elizabeth calms down the front of her dress and folds her hands very primly in front of her and says, I'm going to ask you all to leave now.
I think that's best. That makes sense. Should I just go out the same way I came in?
Martha will show you out. And Martha the maid comes in and
I squirt her with garlic.
Is she anybody's mom?
I take one last ditch effort because I have nothing left to live for. I grab her by her wrist and try to drag her outside.
Oh boy, alright.
Elizabeth?
okay. So
How do I achieve this?
That would be an opposing strength check.
Okay.
And I need to find her strength.
Is there any way he can use the baby monkey Bjorn to his advantage?
Where's that monkey?
Still in the chandelier last time,
Is
yeah.
it still... Is Phelps still attached?
Hold on, I don't have enough dice. Give me a second.
This is not a good sign.
Yeah, that might be an issue right there.
I don't know. He can still roll poorly.
There goes the candy.
Go ahead, you can roll.
I did.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
I got a
47.
12.
On 35. On 17, 35, 6.
I got a 20. So you grab her wrist and she doesn't move. This small little girl is unmovable to you right now.
Ugh. Ugh. I tried. She's got superhuman strength, guy. This is I'm done. Done.
Anything else?
I guess I don't really believe Leroy in him saying that she has superhuman strength, and I'm like, nonsense, there's no such thing, and I go to do the same thing in the same direction.
I'm just trying to get her in the sunlight, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and that's not, I am more trying to prove to you that there's no such thing as superhuman strength. 5.
Oh, fuck.
So
I don't have the muscles.
Randomly, she still resists you, but it's you have no way of knowing this, but it's with less effort than she did Leroy. So it's like, oh, stop, you're hurting me. I'm so weak.
Is there a way to use spirit to try to see if there's something mystical about her? Or something like that?
I mean, I have a cult.
What's her name? Athena, roll your
A cult?
occult, yeah.
Five. Five. Yeah.
You say there. You give yourself 50-50 odds she's a vampire.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she is. I just can't seem to prove it.
So is she faking to like come along with my
She
pulling
still
on
didn't
her?
move, but she acted like she was hurt when you pulled on her, as opposed to me, where she just didn't do anything. She just resisted 100%.
Okay, I guess that's like enough for me to be like, see, Leroy, you old fool. Someone just deeply inhale like I was offending. I thought I heard a gasp.
Okay, I'm rolling something for my character right now. Fuck. Alright. It's like, well, I have one way of getting her out of the house. I light some dynamite.
Oh, Jesus.
I've got a demolition of 3. Like,
Okay.
You are so simple, big dogs.
Roll your demolition just in general.
that looks like that fits under knowledge. So 3d6.
Is there any way,
4.
because I have decent demolition, is there any way I can assist him?
So you have a chunk of dynamite, you pull it out, you light it.
I'm trying, yeah. And I'm just trying to be like, I think we all need to leave now.
Because she says, I think you guys should leave. I was like, yeah, sure.
I think we all need to leave now.
She makes a bolt for the upstairs.
Uh-oh.
I throw it upstairs.
She's seen Scream too many times.
Hold on, I need to. I don't remember how the character.
That was Ronald responding to all of this, by the way.
When you lit the.
He's a little rat. It doesn't matter.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's like, this is too much shit.
Just like how he took off with my patents.
Well, she ran upstairs. I guess I just put out the dynamite.
Alright, so now she's upstairs.
And there's no witnesses.
If anyone wants to, roll other searches, there's other things I can reveal if you guys do the roll.
No, I don't believe in vampires, so.
I do not believe in fairies.
Yeah.
You're a mad scientist.
I was searching all over the house. I don't know if I would keep looking. I didn't find anything of interest other than
I didn't find my
other than
patents.
none of the beds were slept in.
And she ran upstairs.
I chase after her, but I'm not that fast. I kind of hobble.
I'll go after her.
I have climbing.
Okay.
Actually, I have climbing too. I've got a 3 in climbing.
I have just 1.
So I guess we just all go upstairs and see where she went.
Yeah.
Okay.
I follow along with the group just for the sake of seeing how a crazed group that believes in vampires
Yeah, I feel like
acts.
this is definitely up your alley right now.
Yeah.
I can hear you purring from here.
Yeah, I can hear it through the mic.
Yeah.
She appears to have disappeared.
Okay, well, I'm going to search in for that then. But that's not normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna do searching.
7.
I'm gonna do a search
6.
too, just to be like, look, see, here's.
We're all pretending to search, okay?
I'm just like,
Ooh. What, Ari? What, Ari?
what?
Okay, tell him what you got. And you're searching.
I got 35.
Damn.
Jesus.
No witnesses.
Okay. Well, so Ari walks in, flipping, or not Ari,
Flick.
Slick.
Slick walks in,
Playing with her cards.
playing with her cards, and goes, well, I'll let you role play it out, but Slick notices there are no mirrors, there is no food, there is no... Yeah, she's a vampire.
She's like, I'm hungry. I don't see any food. What do I look like? There are no mirrors. Hey guys. There are no mirrors.
I have an excuse for everything. Well, maybe they need to go shopping. And Leroy, do you have mirrors in your home?
Yeah.
How many?
I hang up a pot that I have Roosh and end up.
He watches a lot of restoration videos.
Hey, you don't get this beer, but not cleaning it.
I rest my case.
What?
No.
A pot does not constitute as a mirror.
It's shiny, ain't it?
It's very shiny.
There's no shiny objects here either. Everything's dull with a little patina.
It's a nice aesthetic, but it's not very
Yeah.
functional.
It's a very Alucard aesthetic.
Hey, wait a second.
I remain unconvinced. And this kills me, by the way, because I love vampire hunting stuff.
We don't find where she went at all.
She has...
Not
Disappeared.
135.
She probably turned into a bat. Anyone see any guano?
Here's some guano.
Well,
I don't
more
think
like
you're supposed to be up there.
dusk till dawn. But
So I hold up the dynamite like, well, should we flush her out?
Not my house, so I don't give a fuck.
Should we have Ronald leave?
He did already.
Oh, he did?
He ran off.
Oh, I thought you
I
did.
missed, yeah. I missed that.
I pull out my notebook because I've never seen dynamite blow up a house.
I'm like, okay, so can I use my demolition knowledge to attempt to figure out what, like, the weakest point in the house is? Like, structurally, like, if I put dynamite on it, that's where it's gonna collapse the whole thing.
yeah.
The keystone, as it were.
Yeah, the keystone. Ooh, ace.
Ooh.
9.
Yep, you know where, maybe not where one stick will bring down the entire house in a controlled fashion, but you know where one stick will bring down the entire house.
Okay, so I yell out loud, really loudly, alright, I guess I'm bringing the whole place down. And I put the dynamite there and I light it.
Oh. Snaps.
Okay.
And then I give it a second because it's a 15-second, actually probably like a 1-minute fuse.
Yep.
Just to see if she shows up.
Oh.
Nope.
You're giving her
All right.
opportunity.
Before we all bail, I just kind of come over and look at the stick of dynamite and the, would you say, post that you've set it by? And I'm just like, Leroy, are you sure this is the this is the point that would bring the whole house down? And I'm observing up in the rafters and like starting to like question it out.
So the other
Yes.
members of her family and staff are starting to like be
I shouted it very loud so that everyone would know.
okay. So the rest of the family is like starting to show up and be like, "What are you doing? Put that out before you blow up our house."
I pull out my shotgun. I'm like, stand back. I'm a crazy old coot and I got nothing to live for. Let's all leave,
Are
shall
we just
we?
gonna still
Yep,
stand
out we
next
go,
to
away
it?
we
Yeah,
go.
like,
So
I
they
start
all-
pointing them towards the outside door.
Yep. They all leave.
Okay.
Away we go.
All right. We're all outside now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's been about a minute.
Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. You now have a pile of rubble.
Womp womp.
I thought that would draw her out.
The maid is like, she wasn't there.
Oh, she was a second ago.
The house.
Right. But she went upstairs.
And I go up to the maid and like, and how do you feel about the whole experience? I am a little notepad.
I'm rather cross and will be informing the authorities shortly.
Authorities will be in.
Ma'am, I am the authorities.
Yeah, it's one of these.
Mhm.
Oh, why don't you give your report to this one? She's sort of
I show my badge.
and credentials.
I show my badge.
Credenzas?
Yes, and my credenza.
This was all.
If you would like to file a report, I pull out a pad of paper and a pencil and go right
The maid
ahead.
just kind of looks at you and wanders off with the rest of the wait staff off to find the Salt Lake City police officer.
Well, I guess we'll solve the mystery. Let's go home.
Wait, are you still married?
Get the wife and go home.
Yeah.
Somewhere dark, a cloud of mist congeals back into a human form of black-eyed Elizabeth, clearly angry at the group. All she had to do was go away, but she had to come back and see him. And she pulls off the tattered dress and
Is naked.
not naked. She's wearing a night shift and goes over to another wardrobe and tries to find another garment. It's like, at least she's mine now, not his. She'll never be his. And out from the darkness,
Told you she was in the wardrobe.
another vampire.
Ooh.
That is
Becky.
done.
Oh